Hello all, I welcome you all to our coding school, Codekaroyaaro, India's first online coding platform. My name is Jahnavi Miriyala and I'm going to be your instructor for this course, App Lab for Beginners. This is part 2 in this video series. In the previous lecture, we discussed who are the target audience, what is the purpose of an app, how do we interact with an app, and what are inputs and outputs, and what is a user interface. For a quick recap, a user interface is just a minute. Yeah, a user interface is a means in which we interact with the computer or a mobile application. It's a screen with some images, text, and emojis. Input and output is the means in which we communicate with the computer. Like input is something we provide to the computer, and output is something that we get in return from the computer. And um, and the target audience are uh, whoever that get benefited from that particular app, or whoever uses that particular app. And the uh, so yeah, if this is not clear for you, I suggest you to watch the previous lecture. So let's get started with our lecture 2. Here, as you can see, it says look at the elements on the screen, try to move them around, and what properties you can change. Is there anything you can't change? So it says this is our app, right? Let's just move the text around, and we can move this around like this, and we need to check if we can make any changes, or if we can't make anything difference. Like here, as I move, like let's just move everything. So as you can see, I moved everything a bit around, and in the home screen, and let's change in the trash screen as well. I'll move this and I'll put it outside. It's basically removing everything. So when I run it, I can't press on that dustbin emoji. That's like we are making some changes by just moving it, right? So that's how we can change. We can move the text around, and we can make different changes according to it. Let's go to the designing mode. Okay, here as you can see, there's already a layout, and they are asking us to change this in this format. uh, the background colors and everything we need to change. See, okay. As you can see, there this everything is called a screen. This is called a text box. This also is called a uh, text box, and this is a text input. We can type here. When I run it, I can type something over here, and this is an option. We can choose option. This is a drop down box. This is a button, and this is also a text box. Yeah. And like we have, everyone has an identity, right? We have an identity name. Likewise, these text also has an identity. This when I press like when I just move the mouse around it, I can see the ID here, and the X and Y position of it. See here, it is title label, and this is info text. This is text area. This is ID drop down one. This is text input, and this is button 2 and button 1. As you can see, this whole is a screen, and this is a text. And as I told you, we need to change everything into this. So like if I it's now like if I press on this app title, I can change their properties. If you can see here, properties, and I can change the ID here, title ID. I can name it app title. Okay. The text is app title. I can change it to anything. Uh, yeah, I'll just write code. Uh, but here we want it to be app title, so I'll change it back to app title. And here you can change the width of it. The width will be changed. Let's see. See, the width is increasing, and I can decrease the same. And the height I can change it here by pressing the up arrow, and pressing the down arrow will change. Will decrease it. This is the X position, and this is the Y position. We don't want to change it. And we can change the text color over here. Here it's yellow, right? And in our layout it's black. So I wanted to change it to yellow. So when I press, this is where we can choose the color. When you press it, you will see this box over here, and we can change our color. This is lime yellow, so I'll choose lime. Um, yeah, this kind of looks like the color over here. I'll go ahead with it, and we can change the font size here. When I increase it, the size of this app title will be increased. Okay, when I decrease it, it will decrease. This is the text alignment where I want it to be. If I put it on left, it will go to left, and because this is big enough, it's still there. I want it to be center itself. And this information, okay, and here for this app title there is also a background, right? I can change the background color over here. When I press this, I'll get a color option. This is kind of a black. I'll choose black. Okay, and the font is this kind. This is kind of bold, and this is kind of loose. So I'll just see what are the fonts. Okay, this kind of looks similar, but not exactly. You can choose whatever font you like, but let's just choose this. Okay, and you can change the font size here, alignment here, and border width. We don't have any border right now. For as you can see, this the edges here are a bit curved, and for us the edges are sharp. We can change it here in the border radius. If I increase it, it gets curved, right? As you can see, we don't want it to be this curved. I'll just decrease it a bit. Yeah, I think this is perfect. So this kind of looks like this. So let's go ahead with the information about my app. When I click on it, I'll get the properties of that, so I can change according to it. Let me click on it. The text is information about my app. It's same as that, so I won't change it. We want to change the text color to yellow. I'll press on this button and go. Okay, and we want the background to be black, so let's go to background color. This is the background color. Let's click on it and let's choose black. It's already chosen. This is the transparency, like how transparent we want it to be. We want it to be dark, so I have selected the highest option, and here the corners are a bit curved, so I'll increase the border radius. Okay, I think this is perfect. The color kind of doesn't match, but I have tried to match it like to the closest, and we want the type this type here box to look like this. The text color is purple. We wanted to change that. Let's click on that type here box, and here you can change the text color. We want it to be purple. Let's choose purple. Okay, and we want the background to be black. Let's choose the background color. I'll choose black, and yeah, the type here font color should be a bit light. Okay, and we want it to be curved. Let's increase the border radius. Okay, I think this is fine. And let's change this option one drag box to drop down box to this. Let's click on that. Yeah, we want the text to be yellow. Text color. I'll choose yellow. Okay, we want it to be a bit lineish, Okay, this should be good. And we want the background to be blue, navy blue background color. Background color, and let's go to blue and select this. Okay, I think this is good. And we want a border for it. We want a border to be purple. Let's go to border color here and let's choose purple. I'll increase the border width. Um, yeah, and it's curved, so I'll increase the border radius as well. The color should be a bit light, so I'll change it. Okay, and for this, the screen background is also navy blue, right? Let's change that to. I'll click on the screen anywhere except for those text or app or buttons. Let's click somewhere. Okay, here you can see ID screen. So let's change the background to be navy blue. Okay, this kind of matches this color, so okay. And what else is there? This text input and these two buttons should be changed. I'll click on the text input. And here as you can see, there's a placeholder text input and there's nothing over here. Let's write text input. Text input. As I've written text input, you can see that there's a text input here. Let's change the color to be black. No, it's not black. It's of kind of dark navy blue. The text is gray, so you don't have to change it. The background color should be dark. Okay, and it has a border color. Let's change that. Border color is yellow. Yes, I need to increase the border width a bit. Yes, and it's a bit curved. Let's increase the border radius. I think this is perfect. Okay, now we need to change these buttons too. Let's click on the button, and now we are in button properties, and we want to change the font color from white to yellow. Text color, this is yellow, so let's choose yellow. Okay, this is a bit yellowish green, so I'll just select that. And the background color is blue. The background color, I think this is perfect. And there's a background, and there's a border color of purple. Let's select that. Purple. um we need to increase the border width. I'll make it 2. Okay, and I'll this is a bit sharp. We want it to be curved, so let's increase the border radius. Yeah, perfect. We just everything is done except for this button over here. Let's change that quickly and go to the next tab. The text color, green, lemonish yellow. Okay, background color is blue, navy blue. Okay, and the border color is purple. Let's change that. And the border width should be increased too. Okay, and the border radius. This one. Okay, the border width is decreased. Border radius should be increased. Okay, I think we have mastered the app. We have changed the screen background. We changed the this text box font color and background color. We have changed according to it. We have increased the border radius. We have given a border color accordingly. We changed, right? So I hope this is clear, and go to the other apps. You will understand it better by practicing. This might be a bit confusing at the beginning, but this will be clear from the next time. Okay, the background for the screen, the background color is violet, and here we have white. Let's change that. This is already in screen. If yours, if you when you started, if this is not in screen, just click on anywhere except for buttons or text. It'll automatically be in screen, and the background color is white. Here let's change it to violet. Oh, sorry. It's kind of it has a blue tone in it. Okay, this kind of matches it. And we want the app title to be white. This is gray here. Let's click on it. Okay, the app title here. We want to change it to white. The text color. Click on it, and white is over here, right? I'll go to. Okay, it's white. And we want this bell symbol over here to be blue. Let's click on bell, and icon color should be blue. Yeah, this kind of matches it. And this information about my app should be pink. Let's click on information about my app and make it pink. Text color, and yeah, this kind of matches it. And the text here button is same. We don't have to change it. The option one is also same, and these buttons should be pink or purple, and here they are yellow. Let's just change it. Click on the button and background color and choose pink. Yeah, this too, same process. Click on the button, choose background color. Yeah, that's it. So this kind matches exactly the app title color white, the spell over here blue. This is a bit big here. When you press it, you can drag it and make it big. So yeah, so this the information about my app is also pinkish purple. The type here box is like that. They didn't ask us to change, and the option one and these two are same. The buttons, we changed it to purple. So yeah, I hope you understood. We just, if we want to change the color or text or anything, we just have to click on that uh, button or text, and we just have to go to properties and change the colors and everything according to it. So let's go to the other app and design it. Okay, in this as you can see, in a mobile app, you can see different images, right? We can also like add images in our app, like this. Here there's already there in the properties. Let's go down, And here, as you can see, image and choose. We need to choose an image here. Let's just download a image. Cute puppy. Okay, I like this picture over here. I'll download it. Okay, I'll download it. And here you click on choose, upload file. You choose that image. Yeah, again choose, and that puppy's photo is here. You can drag it and make it bigger, or you can, like, here in the properties you can change the width over here and the height over here, the position of it, and a fit color over here. Border color, you can give a border color to it. Let's give red and increase border. Yeah, I can give a border to it, and border radius we can make it curved. Likewise, we can make different changes. So I hope this is clear. We can also, like, right click on the image you want from internet, and here you have to click on copy image address. Click on that. It's copied, and here you can click on choose. Here you can select link to image, and here paste it. Submit. Oh, something's wrong. Just a minute. I'll choose this copy image address. Then that. Okay, the image is here, but it's very small. So I hope you understand the concept, right? We can even copy the link and do it, but rather than that, it's simple to download the image and upload it. That's much better. So let's go to the next. Okay, here there's a sample template over here, and there's given. Let's see. Okay, we only need to have these at the side. Everything is already made. So let's as you can see, design toolbox. Here you can choose different buttons, text, label, drop down box, and etc. And here we want an image, so let's drag an image and click and place it in our app. Here you want to go to choose, and as I told you, we can download the app, the image from the internet and upload it, or you can even copy the link address and copy paste here. And you can also choose icons. Just click on icons, and here, since we want a movie, this is kind of similar to it. Okay, so this is kind of similar to this. We want it a bit small and place it here. And we want this also. Let's take a image from design toolbox and drag it on our app. Here in the properties, choose image, go to icons, search in the search for an icon movie. Yeah, this is kind of similar to it. I'll select that. Okay, this is same. You can, I want it to be a bit small, and place it and drag it and place it wherever you want. So this kind of matches this, right? So likewise you can make changes. Let's go to our R6 app. Okay, there's this app is already made, and what it says is, as I told you, when you place your cursor, it shows us the ID. It says image one. There will be an ID for every element on the app, so we can change, like in the properties for that particular ID, we can change the properties likewise. So we need to give an ID for every element on the app, and for it says label 1 because it's a label, and this is label 2. But for us to make it a bit more understand, like when we start coding it, we need to let's drag it on event, and here we need to choose ID, button 1, image 1, label 1, label 2. We might not remember the what label 1 2 is exactly. We don't know whether this is label 1 2 or this is label 1 2. So we need to give a meaningful ID names, like since your parents gave you a meaningful name, they don't call you person 1, person 2, right? We have a unique and meaningful names. Likewise, we need to give a unique identifying names ID here, so that we can identify which is what. This cookie, let's click on that. This is called label ID, label 1. We want it to be, let's say, cookie label. So when we go to code, yeah, we know what cookie label is, right? Cookie label is this one, so we know according to it. So that would make us like, it will make our code simple and understanding. So when I click on it, you can change the ID label here. We can change this image 1 to cookie image, cookie underscore image. So we know when we are writing a code, cookie image is this particular image, and this and here on this button it says button 1, but let's change it to play button. So when we see a play button in our code, we know what exactly it is. We know that play button is exactly this. We don't have to like click on everything and again go through it, and we don't want that hustle. So we have to give a meaningful IDs to our elements. So let's, okay, there's a empty screen over here, and we are asked to create this app. Okay, okay. So this is called a label, practice log. So let's drag a label from the design toolbox, and here it's practice log, right? Practice log. and let's make it a bit big by, okay, let's increase the font size. Yeah, okay, this is should be white and its background should be blue. Let's change that background color. Okay, it's the default is actually in the screen. The screen color is a light blue, so let's choose that. Okay, this matches it. Let's click on the practice log text box and change the background of this. Background color is dark blue. Okay, this is the text color. Let's change it to white, and the background color we need to change it to blue. Okay, this is in transparent, so we were not able to see it. Okay, this is kind of similar to it, and the practice log should be in the center. So text alignment center, and let's put it over here and drag it and make it bigger. Okay, and we want it to be a bit long. Drag it. Okay, this is fine. Okay, now we want these two emojis right over here. We need to, that's an image, so let's drag a image from design toolbox, choose image, icons. This is the image that we are looking for. Let's click on it. Okay, now drag it, make it a bit smaller and put it over here. We want it to be more small. We'll just make this text a bit. Okay, let's click put it here, and we want and other image. Choose image, icons. This is what we are looking for. Press on it. Decrease the size and drag it to where we want. Okay, the color should be also yellow, so let's click on it and change it to icon color. Yeah, this too. Okay, this is kind of similar, and we want this piano, this image over here. Let's just a minute. Let me charge my laptop. Okay. We want this piano image, so let's go to Google. Piano clip art. Hmm. We are looking for something like this, but this would be a bit long. Hmm. Okay, let's just choose that. Save image as piano. Now drag a image from Design Toolbox to our app, and in the properties choose the image, upload file, piano, choose. Okay, this has some background color we don't want it. Let's delete it and choose another piano clip. Okay. Yeah. So we want it to be a bit big, so I'll make it big. And we want the width to be. This is perfect. This kind of looks like this, and we want a button over here. Okay, and we don't want any text on it. Remove. And this should be a bit big. Let's drag it. Okay, so the color should be blue. Let's change it to blue. Click on it in the properties background color and choose blue. Okay, this kind of matches it. And what else? Yeah, we want a drop down box. This is called drop down. We drag the drop down box. Okay, let's put it a bit, make it a bit smaller. And huh. Now this drop down box, let's make it small and put it over here. Okay, in the options, we need to choose 8:30 a.m. The and in option 2, let's try 8:30 p.m. Okay, and the text over here should be blue. Text color blue. Okay, and the background should be Border color should be, I think it's gray. Let's select gray. Okay, it kind of matches it. And we want to change the border radius a bit. Yeah, this looks like it. Let's just make it a bit smaller. And yeah, this is perfect. And here is the instrument. That's a text input. Let's give a text input here. Drag it. And here there's a placeholder where we need to write instrument. Yes, and the border color is white. Okay, and the border radius should be increased. And it's okay, this kind of looks like it. And we want add record button over here. Let's drag a button and place it. And this instead of button, we want it to be add record. Add record. Okay, and the color should be blue. The background should be gray, light whitish gray. This is border color. And the border color is yellow. Border color. This is border color. Let's go to yellow and choose yellow. Border radius. And this should be, the edges should be a bit curved, so let's increase the border radius. Yeah, this matches it. So I hope you understood how we are doing this. Like we are dragging the buttons and input and whatever we want, the images or anything from the design toolbox, and we're clicking on that element, and we are changing its properties to however we like. So that's how we are doing it. This is how we design an app. I hope this is clear. Let's go to check for understanding to test. Okay, it's asking us why is it important for element IDs to have a meaningful names. We want it's the same as us. We can't name a person one, person two. We need a meaningful name to identify that person exactly. So we have to just to make it make our life simpler. We want the element IDs to have meaning names. You have to write 100 to 200 words a para for this question. I hope the session was helpful. If there's any doubts or any confusions, you can drop them in the comments. We will try to clarify.